There's a reason why I've read The Science of Getting Rich since 2018. There's a reason why. I didn't just do it. So many people don't understand. I was having a conversation the other day. So many people don't understand me. Oh, so many people. They don't understand it. They do not understand, but you're not meant to understand. You are not meant to understand. You take a look at results. What do the results say? What do the results say? Why do they say that? Why does it keep happening? I'm looking at the results from even this weekend, and I'm thinking, why do the results look like this? What does it? The more you trust, the sooner you win. The quicker you trust, the sooner you win. The quicker you trust in what that person's saying and go and do what you guys do best, the sooner you're gonna just keep it very, very, very fruitful and very, very, very satisfying. Fulfilling is the key word. I got off the phone to Sean after the first race. He rode off solo. Probably the earliest he's won in a season by quite a way, and it isn't a surprise. It's because of repetition of this is what I need to do. It's on repeat. It's on repeat. It doesn't stop. And what can happen is that through long periods of time, time's weird. It can seem like a long time is passing, and the results grow. You see, they don't just happen; they grow. You have to step into new results, but you've got to be willing to do the basics all the way through that time. That's really the core of going back to. I'm always going back to the basics. What led me to this point? What led me to it? Let me go back to the information that I was studying to get to here. No other calls in the UK look like this. Even the world, when it comes to this space, none of them. They don't. That's why athletes, the ones that don't have it, they all get beat. Every week they get beat. Every week. Because they don't listen. They're too good to listen. They're way too good. They don't understand what success takes. But it's so difficult. I meet individuals like it all the time. They're too good to listen. They've got it all figured out. They've got no results whatsoever, but they've got it all figured out. But I did a training, and I want to go into this training. If you guys are taking notes, which I definitely get some notes down, divide your page up like that. So it's just like a standard cross. This is a training that I did in the masterclass that we did in 2023. Okay, so and I want you to put a C at the top left. The C in the top left stands for comfortable. Comfortable. The C in the top left stands for comfortable. This is you want to put at the top. New results. If you literally live these results. If you live these results, if you actually live these 4 elements or the 3 elements, and you keep your eyes on what you want, which is your goal, you'll only make it happen. You'll only make it happen. You cannot not keep to these 3 things and not achieve new results. You have to get new results. You have to. I've never seen anybody not do these things and not have what they want. The title is new results. The top C is comfortable. You are not new results. They're never going to be comfortable. They're going to make you feel confused, doubtful, worried, scared, insecure, nervous. Put a 1 in the chat if you can relate to those feelings. Emotional, unworthy, all of these things. They're going to make you feel all of them. Doesn't matter if you're a guy, doesn't matter if you're a female, doesn't matter. New results are gonna require you are going to require you to get uncomfortable. You can't, and it doesn't matter how good you get, it still happens. Nervous, doubtful, anxious. Guys, some of the, and I realise now, didn't matter whether it was cycling, didn't matter, multiply, business all over the world, it didn't matter. As soon as I took a new step, which is what I realise holds most people back, they go into a position where they're uncomfortable to the point they feel doubtful, nervous, scared, worried, that they can't do it. Guys, yes, I want to make sure that we're always clear on success and what it takes. New results take uncomfort. Do you know what? The actual action is probably the smallest uncomfort you'll feel. It's all of the things that your body will tell yourself you feel, your mind will tell yourself you feel, to try and stop you. It's trying to stop you from having what you want. That's what it's meant to do. It's supposed to do that. Our mind is designed to keep us safe, not make us successful. It's designed to keep us safe. It's designed to take us and keep us away from new results. I'm not sure if I can do it. This doesn't feel like it should. Yes, that's called a paradigm shift. You want to put that at this part here, a paradigm shift. It doesn't matter whether you started last week or 3 or 4, 5, 6 years ago. To get to new results, you have to go through a paradigm shift. The quicker you go through them shifts, the less you're going to feel it. That's called momentum. Momentum is when you gather speed and you plow through them times because you've got momentum. As soon as momentum stops, you're going to feel those things, anxious, doubtful, or you're going to feel them at a multiplied level. Okay, so when you're feeling them ways, winners work when they're confused. Winners work when they're confused. Think about that. Winners go and make it happen when it makes no sense. It doesn't matter whether you've been riding bikes for 10 years. You are still, whatever it is you've been doing, you are still going to feel anxious, doubtful, insecure, all those things, nervous. I felt them all. I'm talking with the crowd. I'm talking with you guys. Your mentor is there to pull you through because they understand. They're your guiding rudder. They will help bring you through them times so you feel more at ease, right? The opposite of at ease is dis-ease. So I want to make sure, and this is why I do this in this way, is because I want to make sure, because the opposite of anxious, doubtful, all those things is knowledge, right? So as an athlete, you guys do all of the trainings. Monday is about understanding what new results take. This is why I do this. I don't do these calls so that everybody feels good. I do it so that everyone goes away with knowledge. So that everyone goes away with knowledge. So everyone goes away when they come to these areas, they know what's happening and why. They remember, this is why this happened. I know that if I keep leaning towards gaining knowledge, I'm not going to get under this area where I feel anxious. I'm going to come across to being at ease with what's happening in my life. So, new results, they're going to require you to not be right. You want to put in the bottom right, bottom left, right. You can't be right and comfortable and successful. Sometimes your mentor, and I'll probably have a conversation with so many of you guys where I probably even care at times too much. I probably should just let you guys do your thing. But I'm like, if I don't have that conversation, who am I for that? You gotta remember, guys, that I've got a promise that I live on. I live to my promise. My promise is that I go to bed at night and I've done everything I can for the people in my circle, in my people. If anyone comes outside of that, that's no longer my responsibility anymore. Okay, so in my circle, in my people, it's going to take an element of not being right, of being maybe I wasn't, maybe, let me seek mentorship. I ask, was this right for me to do? How would you do it? That's the best, that's the most satisfying place to be as an individual, where you look at someone. Guys, I don't want to do the thinking myself. That's why I have mentors. I don't want to do that. When I'm leaning on my understanding, I believe that's a risk. For me, that's a risky place to be right now. I'll always have mentors in my life, always. All successful individuals, they've all got mentors. All of them. And they look at that mentor for everything they do. That's how it's supposed to be. That's why when I set up InFlight, when I set up, I'm all about mentorship, not coaching plans. I'm not on that. No. You guys know I wouldn't do this. I can't give someone a coaching plan and be confident. I've never introduced that. It never interests me to bring that into InFlight, which is why you guys have never seen it. It has to be through mentorship. It has to be through saying, Elliot, this is how I feel. What should I do? Let's do this. I get it. I know. I've been in these positions. Okay, I understand what it's like to turn up to a Premier Calendar race and you've got 149 riders who want to beat you. I know what that feels like. I know what it feels like to line up against the likes of, I know Tom Pidcock and all these riders that are, wow, they're good at what they do. They're great at what they do, clearly. What I'm saying is the way I learned was by gaining knowledge. I had to put my journey at ease, because if you aren't, the opposite is dis-ease. You aren't in a good place. The majority of athletes that are taking the line are not in a good place. That's a reflection of our world, because people don't seek knowledge and understanding. The reason I do this call is to give you guys that. Is so that we can go away going, if I just do this, I can be a success. If I get uncomfortable and understand why, if I say maybe I'm not right and I look for my mentor for guidance, there has to be an element of not being right to be successful and to get new results. There has to be an element of uncomfort. There has to be an element of being not liked. You guys probably know it best. People dislike me because I talk how I do. Okay? Who knows? Because somebody steps out and say, this is success to me, and gets results left, right and centre. You're not going to be a winner and liked. Average people they will find anything not to like people who are winners. They don't like it. That's how average people are. And they will gossip amongst the country about it. You either choose to be average or a winner in this world. The winning team get results. The average team talk about the winning team. We beat teams all the time. And they talk about the winners. So that's what it is. That's life. People gossip. Average people gossip about winners. That's how it's meant to be. Okay. You guys can probably pick people out, public figures from the world that people talk about. It's bizarre to me when people talk and I see comments under someone like DJ Khaled's music video and they've got a problem with this guy who's probably one of the most influential people on the planet. They hate him. I find it bizarre, because he's gone out and he's won in a big way. Average people, they can't stand that. They hate it. So everyone's got to be willing to some degree, if they're going to go out and get what they want, that certain people, they're not going to like it at every level. It just so happens the bigger you win, the more attention you get. That's why I get a lot of attention. Okay, because I'm winning bigger than the majority. They would rather talk about an individual than they would about their own success. Okay, winners focus on winning, losers focus on winners. That's life. Okay, so it's got to be an element of not being liked when it comes to winning. They didn't like you anyway if you were winning. Trust me, there's someone that didn't like it in the race. They went back and they talked about you. That's life. Okay, that's life. Alright? And then here is actually winning. So if you're willing to be disliked by some people and loved by other people, I am loved by some people. Absolutely loved. I get messages from all over the world. I also get, with that, hate, dislike. Of course, I've always had that in cycling anyway. I've always had it. Why? Because people don't like it when people come into a sport and are successful. They like it the way they knew it. Average people, they cannot stand change. They can't stand it. They don't like it. They like it the way they've always known it. You probably know the people that they have a routine. They go to, I don't know, Benidorm every summer. They go and do this at this time. My family have these traditions. I don't do traditions. I do life, I do living, I do goals, I do life, I do let's explore brand new places in 2023, not let's do the same thing as 2022. Most athletes in 2023 will have no different season to 2022. They are liked by a lot of people. They love that because they never step out and do anything. They never put their hand on the say I'm going to win. They never rock the boat. They want to be liked and have everyone to smile and say, you are a good person, please don't change. That's what people want in this world. So when you step out as an athlete, you're not going to be liked by some people, okay, because you've beat them probably, or you're winning, or no one hates up. Nobody that does more than me Alex has never said anything of the kind. Why? Because he's doing more than me. He's a winner. No winner will ever come and say, no one's contacted me who's winning in a much bigger way than me and said anything but love, success, and I am seriously rooting for you. Nobody. It's always people that are doing less than me. Always. It's never been anyone that's doing more. You've got to start thinking in this world. You have to. Okay. So you're not going to be right or comfortable. There's going to be a time that you're going to have to go, I need to not be right. There's so many people, they're right. I've met them, no results, but they're right. You guys can imagine, amazing, congratulations. Keep doing your thing, I'm rooting for you. I don't care. What can I do with that person? Nothing. No, not interested. That's to be right. To be comfortable, okay? I guess I try and make your guys' journey as comfortable as possible by giving you as much of me and what I can see should happen as I can. Sometimes with you guys' data, I'm like, why is this happening? Why is that? It kind of just so happens, honestly, most of you guys are getting PBs a lot, and this is the pinnacle time for that. And if I needed to revamp it and look at where we are in the season, I know how to do that. Okay, so there's key things, and then here's winning. When you're happy not to be right, when you're happy to get uncomfortable, accept there's going to be anxiousness, confusion, doubt, insecurity, nervousness, all of these things at some point. It's your mind trying to hold you back from the person that you want to be. And it doesn't matter where you go, who you race with, it doesn't matter. The same mind is going with you. It doesn't matter where you go. You could go to the other side of the world and you're taking your head with you. Wherever people try and get away from their life and take their head with them. I'll say that again. People are trying to get away from their life, travel the world, they take their head with them. I don't need to be anywhere at any time. I'm secure and happy with who I am. I don't need to be anywhere to make me any happier. No, it doesn't. That's not how we were meant to be. I create my own environment wherever I go. Think about it. You can't escape you. What does that mean? I'm going to go inside and I'm going to make me better. You guys know the kind of study I do every single. I do that for a reason. I do that for a reason so I can live in me and be happy. A happy athlete is always going to win. Always. A happy person, they always win. When you raise your frequency to that level, you're going to rub up the demons in other people who aren't happy. Hurt people hurt people. It's only people who are sad or upset that have anything to say to me that isn't positive. That's life, guys. That's life. What you've got here is you've got an environment that wants to see you win, and mentors and people that want to see you raise the roof in 2023. Raise the roof. We only ever talk so positively about where you guys are going because we know that's the truth. We know it. Okay? I think this is a good training. Don't go out to be liked. Yes, you're going to be frank. It's not about not being liked, but it's just with winning and being focused on winning and what you want to achieve. Some people, they just feel uncomfortable about it. Let them be. Let them be. They're not all going to like it. Okay? Be the best person of yourself. Love, shake their hand, be a great person, and wish them well. I've never found a winner that's more loving. The higher they go, the more they love people. Honestly, guys, they are the most loving individuals I've ever known. It's only the people who are gossiping and trying to tear other people down that are sad and not that loving. I personally would rather live a very secluded life away from that. No, I protect my energy at all times. Okay? So, the way you're going to win and have new results is if you're not right, you're out to be, let me be mentored. I'm not comfortable. I'm out to get uncomfortable in 2023. And I'm not out to be liked. I'm out to do what I'm meant to do here. Whoever likes me for that, amazing, cool. And you will find those people. All right. I think we're good. Let's roll.